Hi, my name's Elijah, PDGA number 72527. Alright, so I'm gonna start with my bag. I got a Special Ops Ranger bag and this cart, which is a really nice cart. I really like the backpack cart for just in case you have a really rocky course and you can't use the cart, you can use the bag. You can just take it out and use the bag. And alright, we're gonna go into these some little things I have in here. First of all, I have like new skin and let's see if it's in here. Tweezers, like in case you get a thorn stuck in you. New skin's good for in case you get a cut on your throwing hand and you need it to heal up quickly. You can just slap it on and throw again. And I have asthma, so I have an inhaler in here and a Sharpie. A Sharpie is for labeling my discs. And I have my inhaler just in case I have trouble breathing. I have my umbrella holder, putter pouch. I really like the putter pouch. I got that a few days ago. It's really helpful for holding my putters or holding different little accessories. And when I'm done with my round, I hand out Picos to my card mates, and here's one. The stamp is from Kyle McClure Disc Golf Designs. A huge thank you to him for designing my little chariot of fire, and huge thank you to Zing for printing these up and giving me a bunch of them to give to my card mates. And I have my mini from Zing, and use that to mark my disc. And all right, now we're actually going to get into the discs. So I'm going to start with my putters. My putting putters, I have my I have Wardens. I putt with Wardens, this classic blend Warden, and another classic blend. I really like classic blends because of the grip. I use these for I use these for putting, and they're really good on rainy days because the rainy days you just can still get good grip on your discs. So those are my putting putters. And then I have a putter for up shots or circle, outside the circle, way outside the circle putting. This is my FUZION Warden. It's really bursty and I really like it. It goes really straight and is really good for certain upshots, so that is a disc I really like. Alright, now let's get down to the bag. I have my Trilogy Challenge Maiden. I really like this for shots that I need to throw and I need them to go right, and this is a very, very good disc for that. It will just flip over and keep going right. Then I have my Slammer. My Slammer is a really, really good headwind putter. It is good for headwinds or left to right winds, and I like it for upshots that just need to hook left, and it's a really dependable putter. So that's my Slammer. All right, let's get into mid-ranges. So for my mid-ranges, I carry 4 mid-ranges and 2 understable ones, 1 straight and 1 that hooks hard. This is my ORIGIO WARSHIP, and I really like this disc for ones that I throw and it just wants to kind of glide to the right, and it's, again, if it's rainy, it's really grippy. You can get the good grip on these. They don't slip. So that's my WARSHIP. And then I have a tournament plastic WARSHIP. It is, this one is a little bit more stable. I can just put this one on a hyzer and it'll just kind of flip up to flat and go on a hyzer. I can just throw it flat and have it glide glide to the right, not as much as my ORIGIO one, but kind of slowly drift to the right. Then I have my MAVERICK. This is one of my favorite discs, and I can just throw this thing straight with a little bit of fade on the end, or I can throw it on an Annie and let it just keep going right, or I can throw it on a hyzer and just make it go left. This is my probably the disc that I have used for like so many different shots. This is probably the disc that I've used the most for different like kinds of shots. Like if I need a hyzer or anhyzer, and if I had one disc to play with, this is the disc that I would play with. Then I have my stable meat hook disc. This is my LUCID-X. I got this from Matt Graham, who runs Kids Disc Golf at when we were up there for a tournament. It is a very, very beefy disc. This is for not strictly utility shots, but shots that I want to throw and just make sure they go left. Just dump super hard to the left. All right, now let's move on to fairways. Get into drivers. Alrighty, so I have 4 fairways, and I use my fairways a whole lot. I use them almost as much as I use my distance drivers. For a shorter course, I love these. And so, first one I have is a MAVERICK. I got this from Taco. Huge thank you to him. And I like the little face on it. And this one I just use for hyzers. I just hyzer the disc. It pops up and goes right. And so yeah, I really like this one. Then I have my other Lucid MAVERICK. This one's actually more of a hybrid MAVERICK. You can't really see through it. And so I use this one for shots that I just throw on a hyzer and just flip up to flat. Maybe go a little bit right, but still come back left at the end. Then I have my Match Play Explorer. I really, really like this disc for when there's a huge headwind and my MAVERICK would just be a bit too understable. So I use this disc for super straight shots and shots that I throw and kind of drift a little bit right and then come back left at the end. I really like that. Next is my FELON. I use this disc so much. I got this from, I got this disc and it's a Captain America FELON, and so that's kind of strange. FELON and Captain America, good superhero. But I really like it. I use it for forehands, backhands, Annies, hyzers. I can use this disc for anything, and it goes. It's a bit more stable. It's more stable than the Explorer, and this one's pretty beat. So, but it's still more stable. This disc goes so well for me through the woods, on strange lines. I just really like this disc. All right, let's move on to power drivers. So, as you can see, I have a lot of distance drivers. Should probably cut down on some, but I really like them. So, this is my super understable Captain. This is a prototype that I got from Dynamic, and it is a so far of a driver. I can just throw this thing on a hyzer and high and just let it come and just glide to the right and go down. I really like this disc for super tailwinds and for super max distance shots. I also can flick this disc pretty well. I like it for super long flicks, like max distance flicks. I can put it on a slight bit of Annie, trust it to come left a bunch, and then can go straight and then hook right at the end. So that's my Captain. And then I have my Enforcers. So this Enforcer is a hybrid Enforcer. It's a bit beat. It's a little bit more beat in than my other one. And this one's kind of a straight flyer with a left hook at the end. So I really like this disc for shots that are huge hyzers, but just kind of straight for a while and then come left at the end. This is a longer distance driver than most of my drivers, except for a disc that's coming up later. So this is my Anna Bankus Enforcer. Huge thank you to Anna for this awesome disc. She's also on Team DD, and this disc I use for more overstable shots. Like, this is also a hybrid enforcer, and I like to throw this just if I really just put a really good rip on it, I can get it to go like kind of straight and left. But this one's more meat hooky than my regular enforcer. So there's the Anna Bankus one. Then my last enforcer is the most stable disc I have in my bag. It's the LUCID-X Zach Melton Enforcer. This one is just a left hook disc. This is such a overstable disc. I love it I actually like it for smaller shots too, because I can use it for like small skip shots or shots I really need to like U-turn around a bush or just hook really hard to the left or the right, depending on if I forehand it or backhand it. It's it's pretty much a utility disc. This disc I only use for certain shots and monster headwinds. I think this is probably my favorite disc. It's called the Ballista Pro. So this is my understable Ballista Pro. It's I really like the blue on this one, and because I throw pretty much all red, white, and blue. I have one pink disc because I really like that disc and I can't really get rid of it. So this is my understable Ballista Pro. This one I can throw on. I can give it a really good rip, just straight, and trust it to kind of drift right for a while and then come back left at the end. So that's my understable one. Then I have my super stable one. This is my more stable Ballista Pro. It will, I can throw this flat and just trust it to stay flat for a while and then come back left. And this one does not want to flip, unlike my other one. And I really like it for headwind shots and where that one would just be a little bit too flippy. Then I have probably my max distance driver. The thing that I can get to go the farthest is the Air Ballista Pro. This thing mashes. This just goes forever. I can throw this so far. You might think that Air is a little bit more understable than other discs, but this one is not. The Ballista Pro Air is just a lighter version of a Ballista Pro. It goes exactly like a Ballista Pro, it just goes farther. And so I really like this disc for super far shots, and this is quickly becoming my favorite disc. So there's the Ballista Pro Air. Oh, I forgot. Another one of my favorite discs. I have so many favorite discs, it's ridiculous. But it's the Suspect. It's my favorite upshot disc. I can just throw this thing on an Annie and let it go right, or hyzer and let it go left. It's sort of like a shorter verdict, and it's very good for like 150 feet, 200 feet and in. I can just trust this to slide right under the pin. And there's my in the bag.